For the last 6 weeks, I've been training to break 32 minutes in the 10K. However, a couple weeks ago, I started having some pain in my shin, and last week, an MRI confirmed what I suspected. I'm injured. I'm no stranger to injuries. I've definitely had my fair share: Achilles, sacrum, femur, 6 in my tibias. At my lowest point, I got 5 stress fractures in 1 year. But I've made a lot of changes to my environment, nutrition, and training to allow me to go for 2 full years without an injury. So this is bringing back a lot of old feelings. The fear of falling into an injury cycle, the doubt in my ability to come back stronger, the grief of not being able to run, and mostly the disappointment that somehow I failed to reach my goal before I even started. Running is a sport that can feel really unfair and brutal at times. On one hand, running is amazing, empowering, it's so exciting, you can see your progress. On the other hand, it's really hard on your body. You have to put so much into it. You pour your heart and your soul into it, and it can all be taken away at a moment's notice. In my last couple videos, I mentioned that my shins were hurting and that I had to cut a workout short, a run short. I was having to adjust my training, do cross training, uphill treadmill. I was really trying to hold it all together and get to the start line of the 10K that I was planning on racing. However, it started to get to the point where I was feeling aching in my shins, and I know my body well enough and have a large enough injury history to know that that was an alarming sign. So I went and got an MRI, and the results showed that I have a stress reaction in my shin. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out for 3 to 6 weeks, which luckily I caught this early enough. I know my body well enough that I was able to shut things down before it got to a higher grade of stress reaction or to a stress fracture. So I am happy that I at least listened to my body and stopped training before I was doing any more damage. However, it's really upsetting because I do feel like I was just starting to get into really good shape. I was feeling so strong in my workouts and really confident going into the 10K, so it's just brutal to have something like that taken away. I think it's hard to describe exactly what it feels like other than I'm going through a mourning process. I had the excitement of a race, the possibility of a PR, and those were stripped away from me. So now I'm mourning that loss. It's weird because obviously those are just arbitrary goals that I've set for myself, and in the big scheme of the world really don't matter, but to me they matter so much. And so even though it might seem silly to someone else, to me that's like such a big loss, and it's hitting me pretty hard. However, there have been some really good distractions like getting engaged and having friends in town, so I've been able to handle it so far. And I'm trying to just lean into the positives as much as I can. Like, I am still able to cross train and maintain some fitness that way, and hopefully I'll only have to take 3 weeks off running, which is not that much. It is early in the year. I can still scrounge together a track season after I come back from this. So like, there are all these positives at play, but at the same time, I feel like really numb to everything because I'm just so disappointed. I don't even feel sad necessarily. I just feel so disappointed that I don't get these opportunities that I was trying to set myself up for. And it also just feels cruel how it always seems to happen where the more in shape I am, the higher my risk of injury becomes. It's always when I'm at peak fitness that something like this happens, and it just makes me want to like punch the wall or I don't know, walk into the ocean fully clothed eating a burrito. Like, it's hard to cope with. But another really big positive from this is that the reaction is in my tibia in a place that is not indicative of underfueling. So there are some bone injuries that are indicative of underfueling, like in the calcaneus, the femoral neck, the sacrum. The place that I got this injury is not something that's worrisome for energy deficiency, which is really promising to me because I do feel like I've made so many changes, and sometimes when I get injuries, I feel like it's not worth it. But this one, it feels like, okay, I've actually made progress. Like, I got to the point where I could train hard enough to get an injury instead of getting an injury from not eating enough. So even though that seems weird and twisted, and like I'm obviously not happy about an injury, that is promising, you could say. And it makes me feel like recovery is still worth it because I am able to have this higher training volume where there are going to be injuries that happen, but at least I'm training a lot and pushing my body, which is what I recovered to be able to do. I think I actually took a lot of steps to avoid this, and it still happened, and it does happen. It's part of the sport. The sport is cruel and unfair and sad and depressing, but it's also amazing and wonderful and beautiful and exciting. These are just the highs and lows that exist, and even though I wish they did not, these are just realities of the sport and something that I have to deal with. So I've been doing a lot of cross training, a lot of aqua jogging. I got a Zwift bike, I've been doing that. And I just want to show you some of the things I've been doing lately while I am coping with this injury. I've been cross training a ton lately, which I'll show later in the video, but first I wanted to note one important aspect of cross training survival, which is the headphones. When I'm cross training, I always listen to something or watch something on my phone, so it's super important to me to have really good headphones. Right now I'm wearing the Shox Open Run Pro 2 Boston Marathon Edition. Look at them. Very cool. These are headphones with an open ear design, so you can have situational awareness while also getting great sound quality. They use Shox dual pitch technology for premium sound quality, and they also have water resistant rating of IP55. So even when I'm on the elliptical and sweating a ton, they're durable. I've been using Shox for a year and a half about. Every single pair has been able to deal with the amount of sweat that I put them through, which is not true of any other headphone brand. These also have a 12-hour battery life and a quick charge function, which provides 2.5 hours of listening for just 5 minutes of charging. As one of the sponsors of the Boston Marathon, you can find these Open Run Pro 2 Shox Boston Edition headphones on their site, along with their other amazing products. Thank you, Shox, for sponsoring this video. Alright, just pulled up to the pool again. Another day, another aqua jog, living the dream. My soul has left my body. Back at the pool, haven't even been gone 12 hours, and we've got a special guest today.
I'm back.
It's Achilles.
With the new look, check this out.
Yeah, everyone, rate the mullet, scale of 1 to 26. What do we think?
27.
Anyways, aqua jogging again today. This is day 4, although I feel like I've been doing this for my whole life at this point. Aqua jogging is so much better with someone else. How many times better would you say it is?
It's like time traveling compared to not time traveling. So like maybe 14 and a half.
I was going to say 26, but I just like 26, clearly. It's the number I've used it for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go aqua jog 90 minutes, which is what I've been doing most mornings, but it's going to go by at least 14 and a half times faster.
What did dog do?
Every lane is taken other than the fast lane, so I have to go as fast as possible, okay?
Look at you go! Yeah, that's a solid 0.02 miles an hour.
I'm like actually already winded. Heart rate 180.
What do we think?
It went by quick. I think more than 14 and a half times better than alone. If you had to describe aqua jogging, okay, those, don't pick those.
My coach chat?
If you had to describe aqua jogging in one sentence, what would it be?
Swag. No.
Okay, come on.
I'm an NPC, dog. And
Let me think. Chat.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
One word.
Okay.
Blue. The water's blue.
Oh, you know, I'm deep in it when I start listening to Pure Heroine on repeat all the time. Yep. I really feel like I am in my, like, hero arc. If I were in a TV show, this would be me entering the chrysalis, getting ready to emerge as a very self-actualized, powerful butterfly. However, being in the chrysalis, it kind of sucks, but I'm imagining the butterfly that this will make me, and that's what's getting me through, along with Lord and her absolutely melodic voice. So yeah, guess where we are? Back again at the pool. Yeah, So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna absolutely destroy that water. It's not even gonna know what hit it. It'll be me though, with an aqua jogging belt. As you can see, I'm slowly losing my sanity throughout this process. My soul, it left my body long ago. The sanity, it will be next to go.
Are you getting stressed about the game?
Been trying to catch Ian Vasquez for 25 minutes. Can't seem to close the gap. So that's just a little summary of what's going on with me, the injury that I'm dealing with, and how I'm dealing with it. Let me know what sort of injury recovery content you want to see, because I'm going to be actively going through that process and I'd love to share any parts about it that are interesting to you. So just let me know in the comments and I'll be sharing a lot more soon. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now, folks.